It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it...
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Returnable from the 2. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
It's not.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the gun, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Here's Henry on the option. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Lamar now from the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, or can it set a tone early?
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Fits it through the middle. Space on the right. He's got room. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team. That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Let's go. Good night.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's mixed in on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give right side to Henry. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap.
Still
because
first
the
down.
holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
180.
Now Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Let's see what they dial up on the second and very long. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
13. Come on, come on.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Christian Harris on the stop. That's the end of one. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Here's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Live ball here, he's going to return it. Runs by the 30. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Stroud from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are finally stopped on the return. And they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
First down, here's Lamar. And a man is there to knock that away. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
Kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left, They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right?
Still first
that
down.
time, though, we did not have to look too hard. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. On play action, here's Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Rolling left, behind some time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. Has it in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Digs there to bring it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans in possession. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Tonight.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Connection made to Dell. And they get this down to the 28. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Stroud now on 4th down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards them, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. It is cut left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hey, Alpha, tonight.
So we've reached the halftime break. I suppose not everyone's the biggest fan of halftime. Okay, we'll skip over the break and get right back to the field. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball's headed to the 40. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Hey.
Throwing from the gun. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Oh, hey.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Oh, hey.
Here's Stroud now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Cut by Diggs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun now for Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Tonight.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington.
Foul. 12. Tonight.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Juke the defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard loss. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. Houston's offense. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Buggy.
Throwing is Stroud. He finds Diggs right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hey, south. Hey.
Here's 2nd and 2. He's trying to push the field. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
On the quick, right? Tonight.
Stroud off the play fake. Completed to Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Tonight.
1st down from the red zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. This return makes it up to the 25. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Nice shot. You. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. Escapes a defender. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Come on, come on. Sit on.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Jukes one defender. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
180.
Lamar now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Texans grab it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
Sujay.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Stroud. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
First down, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Ow, for tonight.
On play action, here's Stroud. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. And it's no good. Denied by the right upright. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Hardy on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Handoff headed right to Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another run for Henry. They cross the 40. Nice run there. Derrick Henry. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Finding Collins. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DP knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Final timeout called by the Texans. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. Texans facing a big play as they go for two.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And this is going to be cut for two, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a one-score game. Okay. They've got a shot at this now, Brock. However improbable it may be, that two-point try makes this a one-score game.
And that's all you want, Kate. You just want one more shot, right? Just a little bit of life. Hands, team, get yourself ready to go get this football. You get the ball back, take a shot to the end zone. I know this, crazier scripts have been written in the NFL before us, and they'll be written following us, too.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just need this one out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Offense to the line for second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.